now joined by Jessica Richards, the coach for the McKinney North cross country team, and we're going to recap both their girls and boys season. And it was a successful one again for McKinney North. Once again, you're getting both teams into the regionals. And again at the district meet, your girls win, and again, second year in a row by 2 points over Lovejoy. Another tight race, another exciting one.
It was an exciting race. We had 6 girls in the top 10, but they placed their top 2 a little bit higher than our number 1. So the girls that were 3, 4, 5, and 6 runners really had to make a push and make sure that they were ahead of the runners points wise. So the girls did a great job. It was very exciting to see. Of course, 2 points again is it's just an awesome way to end the district meet for the girls.
Leading up to the district meet, had you had any other showdowns with Lovejoy and some of the meets that lead up to district, and how those prepare you maybe for this district meet?
We actually did not see Lovejoy all season. They do different races in completely different areas than where we go. We try to race against the Colony, Marcus, Frisco, Plano areas. Very competitive meets every single Saturday. We did go down to Old Settlers Park in the McNeil Invitational this year. So the boys and girls raced in the 4A division and did really well. So it was fun to take them somewhere to see completely different people. There were a lot of El Paso schools down there, schools from the Valley as well that are good, different kind of racing. So it was a good environment for them, and I think that prepared them very well for district.
Yeah, at Old Settlers Park where the state meet is really where everyone wants to be, and so that's the one where you will see teams from all over the state of Texas go because they want to have that experience on that course to get there. Now, you didn't have anyone qualify for state this year, but you have a lot returning, especially on the girls' side, so that experience this year could prove to pay dividends for next year.
Yes, I'm hoping the girls really just had that fire after last season and did their summer training very well, worked very hard, and came back and had yet another successful season. We return everyone. I know we have several incoming freshmen that are coming up that will help us as well. So we really look, that's my constant push is to, get an individual, get a team to state. And, next year they're going to be taking the top 4 teams from the regional meet. So I think that, I really think the girls can do it and they can get it done next season.
You have 2 sisters on the girls team. Leslie was your top runner at regionals. She finished 28th. Just over 20 minutes was her total time for the race. And her younger sister, a freshman, LaShawn Davis, finished 10th at the district meet. So you had 2 sisters in the top 10 at district. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. LaShawn is a 100, 200, 400 track kid. So for her to be able to step into, never running cross country in junior high at all to really stepping up and making that varsity jump as a freshman was tremendous. And her finishing 10th at district pushed 2 of the Lovejoy girls back spots. So that was able to kind of free up those 2 points. So that was excellent on her part. Leslie cross country is her thing. So it's, the 2 sisters both run, but they kind of have different areas of expertise. And, Leslie did a great job at district and had a great second half race at regionals. So we just have to continue to work to put the whole race together because I really think she could be top 10 if she puts her mind to it.
Sadie Decker and Alicia Ray are 2 of your other top runners on your girls' side, and they both finished neck and neck at the regional meet, and you needed their points in district as well. So many of your girls run very similar times. It's really a very consistent group throughout. It
is. They know that's their strength, and they also know that if somebody is having a little bit of off day, that I've got to go. I've got to make up that ground and close the gap on someone else. And Elise had a great race at district as well as Annie DeAnnabelle, and then Sabrina Rodriguez too. So they all just do a really good job of stepping up when they need to step up, and then. Sadie had a tremendous race at regionals. Her, just kind of coming out of nowhere. She had a really good week that whole week of training. So, she just did a great job.
Always great to finish on your highest note. Going into next year, you return everyone from the girls' team. So you have everyone back, and you're really looking forward to possibly getting a couple of them and at least into the state meet next year.
Yeah, that's the goal every season. That's every coach's goal. So yeah, we get them all back. We had a girl that got moved up from JV, Samantha Johnson, and she did a tremendous job by the end of the season. And even the JV girls, all of them improved over 2 minutes throughout the season on their 5K time. So I think that just with continued success builds continued promises for the future, and I think the girls will use that into their summer training, this next summer, and go from there.
And as a team, not too far either from advancing to state as a team. They finished 8th at the regional meet this year, so definitely you can close the gap next year. Now, looking over on the boys, they finished high as well. They finished 11th at the regional meet, which is about mid-pack or so. Cole Duncan was your top runner at the regional meet. He's been the top runner all year for your team, and he's a sophomore that's going to be back next year.
Yes, Cole works hard every day. He doesn't understand the meaning of never working hard. So he's just, he's a great asset to the team, is very excited about the sport, does his summer training, recruits other people to, go run when they might not want to in the summer. So he just, he does a good job on, those ends of things. He is, just looking for him to continue success in the 5K. We really want to see him break 17 minutes. That was kind of our goal all season. He got pretty close to it. So we just, we've got to figure out a few pieces between now and next year. But of course, having him as one of the racing leaders of the team is a lot of help.
We talk about running as such a self-disciplined type of sport where you have to be motivated, to keep logging those miles and to keep improving. Is it ever difficult to motivate your kids?
Sometimes. I mean, it's a tough mental sport. Everybody kind of assumes you can just go out for a run. But when you're running 30, 40 miles a week and consistent paces, and that's one thing that we work on is boys need to be 6-minute pace or under, girls need to be 7-minute pace or under on regular runs. And, it gets very tiring mentally, emotionally, and physically. And so I have a very unique group of kids. I think all runners in general are pretty unique in the fact that, you're kind of putting yourself through physical punishment, per se, every day. And they do a really good job. They're very, they're a unique group of athletes to get to coach, and they have a will to succeed, and so they kind of do whatever needs to be done, even when they're tired, they still get it done.
Yeah, it's one of those unique things about runners is they perform well when they're tired, and not all other athletes in sports can do that. You also have Dominic Fabian and Roman Loper returning next year, and they're two runners that you really like moving forward.
Yeah, they both bring that strong mindset to practice every day, that racing ability of, we're going to get done what we need to get done, get out in a good position in first of the race and move up. They do a really good job of listening to us coaches within the race and making adjustments as the race is going on. And so just to have those three kind of leading the group of a whole group of freshmen this year that I think will really step up next year is just awesome to have.
And we also have to talk about the seniors that are graduating, leaving the boys team. And you lose a lot of seniors this year, so it's definitely something that's going to, next year you're going to have to recharge a little bit with some of the younger guys in the program. But definitely, some guys that are going to be missed from the team.
Yeah, all of them. We lose 9 senior boys, so it's a huge group to lose. I think the younger guys have learned a lot from them this year. They've done an excellent job of just being leaders vocally and leaders in practice, and they will all be missed greatly. So I'm just hoping that that everyone else has learned from them and figured out, okay, this is what it takes to be successful. So
I noticed lately a lot of popularity has come into those fun runs. Everybody's going out and doing the color run. I see people post pictures of that all the time, and so many people enjoy running those short 5K type of races where they have something at the end that help make it a fun event. How do you convince some of those people, especially in high school, to maybe want to run cross country, even though it's not going to be necessarily throwing color at people at the end of the race, but to be competitive with it? You kind of have to get them early. It helps when they have high school friends. They do a lot of legwork on a coach's end of maybe talking a kid into it, and really just once they get to practice, you just have to you have to make it to where they buy into the program and they buy into the success and they buy into the ability of me to be able to coach them and want them to be successful and want them to be good. And so we actually did a color run on Saturday with the kids, and just it's a fun way to end the season. And yes, you're running, and yes, you're doing something physical, but it's just it's something that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. It's always something you can do. And so just trying to get those kids early, and once they're part of a team, and the boys and girls all together are such a close family, and it's kind of like they all have their own little group of friends already. They tend to buy in a lot easier then. Well, Coach Richards, congratulations on another great year for your team. Again, the McKinney North cross-country team, both the girls and the boys, made it to regionals this year. The girls finished 8th at the regional meet as a team. The boys finished 11th. They have a lot of girls coming back on the team. The boys are going to try to regroup a little bit. They have 3 guys that are going to help lead the team next year that are returning. A lot of good signs moving forward for the Bulldogs. So many coaches took their time out of their busy schedule today to join us on Sports Talk. We want to thank all of the coaches for their time and allowing us to showcase their team. A quick football reminder, North plays at Dallas's Kincaid Stadium against Mansfield Legacy this upcoming Friday at 7:30. Boyd plays an unusual Saturday afternoon kickoff at 4 o'clock against Longview at Wildcat Rams Stadium. Turkey time is coming up soon, so we will take a week off here on Sports Talk. We'll be back December 2nd with a recap of the McKinney ISD volleyball season in which each of the 3 schools made the playoffs. Until then, from all of us here at Sports Talk, I'm Tyler Sloan. Have a great week.